Many people look forward to Shark Week, and I spoke with Paul de Gelder all about what is happening with Shark Week this year. Paul was actually attacked by a shark. He lost 2 limbs during this attack and has written a book now called No Time for Fear, all about how he overcame fear and overcame his injuries to be successful and to be where he is today. Let's find out more about Shark Week and Paul.
So not only are you a shark conservationist, you're also a shark attack survivor. So tell me more about your history with sharks.
Oh, geez. So I grew up pretty much like everyone else, terrified of sharks. My dad was a cop and a swimming coach, and so I grew up in the pool, and there was nothing that made me swim faster than the sharks that were released behind me while I was swimming laps, as they do. I'm pretty sure everyone in the pool has that nightmare. And so that followed me on through my whole life, leading me to the Navy clearance divers. And so you wouldn't think that someone who was that afraid of sharks would choose a life living under the ocean, but what can I say? I'm a glutton for punishment. And then I turned up to work one day right in Sydney Harbour doing counter-terrorism training, just swimming on the surface, and a 9-foot bull shark decided to tear me apart, which was a pretty average day at work, all things considered. And it nearly killed me. Ripped off my hand, ripped off part of my leg. And so I didn't die, fortunately. I swam back to the boat with one hand and one operating leg through a pool of my own blood. And thankfully, my teammates and their medical training kept me alive until the paramedics could come and rush me off to hospital.
It was absolutely terrifying. How long ago was that? And how have you recovered? How has that affected your career?
That was February 2009. And you know what? I had fought so hard to achieve that dream life. I had a bit of a troubled youth. I was depressed and bullied and self-harming and with smoking weed and cigarettes and drinking. So I got into a bit of trouble, and I finally found my way into the Army Airborne and then transferred to the Navy clearance divers. And I was kind of living the big kid's dream, living at Bondi Beach, riding a big black Italian sports bike and blowing stuff up and going diving with my mates. And so all of a sudden, I was looking down the barrel of losing everything that I fought so hard to achieve. And I utilized that fear instead of letting it cripple me. I transformed the fear into a very powerful motivator to get me recovering, get me training, get me rehabbing faster than I probably should have. And I ended up getting out of hospital after 9 weeks, getting back in the ocean after 3 months, and getting back to work as an instructor after only 6 months.
Well, it's an inspiring story. And now you're participating in Shark Week, the 20th anniversary of Air Jaws and more. Tell me more about the Shark Week.
Yeah, I've been doing it for about 6 years now. What an awesome job. As I transfer out of the military playing with bombs to transfer to Shark Week playing with sharks. And now I get to work with awesome celebrities like Iron Mike Tyson, Will Smith, Ronda Rousey. These are people that I grew up watching or have been inspired by. And so now I get to inspire them. I get to teach them about something that I love, sharks, conservation and diving, and hopefully help them overcome, and not just them, but the viewers overcome some preconceived notions and fears about sharks.
And you mentioned there's these celebrity-studded episodes that are a part of Shark Week, such as Tyson versus Jaws, Rumble on the Reef, Will Smith, Off the Deep End, Great White Double Trouble. Which episodes are you a part of?
All 3 of those. So they're my big 3 shows for the year. I usually get about 3 a year, and then during the day they'll play some of the other ones that I've been a part of as well. So whether it's Sharks vs. Crocs, where we went and caught crocodiles and put croc cams on them and watched them intermingling with sharks, or Return to the Isle of Jaws, where Andy Casagrande and I get out of the cage with 3 great white sharks at 110 feet. There's always something interesting and exciting. It's not Shark Documentary Week. This isn't Science Week. This is a celebration of sharks. So everything from fun to adventure to science to a bit of celebrity appearances. It's all about exploring every aspect of the shark world.
Well, that's such an interesting point. What do you hope viewers will take away after Shark Week, after they've seen all these great shows?
Well, it depends on what mindset they're coming from, because a lot of people that are true shark fans and Shark Week fans, they're no longer afraid of sharks. And so they've already overcome that misconception that the media has tried to plant in it, because we've taught them about it already. So for them, we want to teach them some new facts about sharks. We want to give them some entertainment and some adventure. Maybe they want to go diving with sharks at some point as well. So there's options there for them to be able to be a part of that. And for any of the new viewers, we want to break down these biases towards sharks. We want to teach them what their real purpose is and show them that they're not vicious man-eaters lurking in the ocean waiting to snatch our children. They're just sharks doing sharky stuff.
I'm so excited to watch this and learn more. How can we watch? Where can we get more information?
You can get it on Discovery Channel if you don't have cable. So I was on the road the other day. I had to watch it on my phone, but it's on the Discovery Go app. I believe even Hulu Live might be airing it. So there's multiple ways that you can get on board.
Well, Paul, it's been a pleasure talking to you. You're such an inspiring and fascinating individual. I'm looking forward to Shark Week and also learning more about your incredible story.
Awesome. Thanks so much.